Hi everyone, I'd just like to have a bit of a look at something that causes a lot of stress for parents in particular. I know we're out of lockdown at the moment, but it's when we teach this algorithm and doing subtraction with the kids. Often a common thing that we hear from the parents is, oh, it's just so different to when I did it. It's not like how we were taught. And I don't know about people, but my vintage, I was always brought up on the borrow and pay back method. And I still do it myself if I've got to do quick calculations. But what I'd like to look at is how we can teach the algorithm or build up towards teaching the algorithm so the kids having a good understanding of it. And also parents, you might find this useful too. So when the kids come home saying, here's how we do it, you might have a bit of a grounding. So I want to support parents, and I want to support some teachers too who, unfortunately, I still hear borrow and pay back from teachers a lot younger than I am. And I'm a firm believer if we can help kids understand that deep understanding of numbers and place value units as composite units, like 54, it's not just 5 tens and 4 ones, it's 4 tens and 14 ones. It can be regrouped and traded to make the understanding of the algorithm much better. So often if children are having difficulty understanding the algorithm, it's because it's been introduced way too soon, or before they've got that really good background understanding of the place value and the interchangeability of the units. So I've got a couple of bundling and regrouping strategies here and a bit of a sequence, and I've based this on what I've seen work successfully in my own classes and classes that I've been involved with and that I've seen, and taking away the fear. Often when we present the algorithm to the kids, I can just see the shackles go up straight away, and they, oh no, this is going to be stressful because this mum and dad say, no, here's how you do it. Let's just look at some bundling strategies first of all. Let's not worry about putting numbers in. It's just a bit of a sequence of what I've seen work over the years, and above all, I've seen it to be done successfully. It's supporting kids in developing those early understandings of how numbers can be traded and regrouped using addition and subtraction. So here's some strategies, and above all, as always with all the things I do, you can up the number range to suit the ages and the abilities of the kids, but get that solid grounding to start with. So here's just some ideas and a sequence and some strategies to help support you with introducing the subtraction algorithm. So here's a very basic introduction to preparing ourselves for grouping, trading, renaming, what you'd like to call it. I've got my trusty dice. I'm using a 6-sided dice today. Once again, if you haven't got dice, otherwise you could use playing cards to generate numbers. I've also got a 10-sided dice, but for today's purposes, I'll just use a 6. I've got icy pole sticks. You can buy these at school supplies places, and rubber bands. If you haven't got these, you could use drinking straws, cut up, make your own. Spaghetti. There's lots of ways. There's another video on my channel where you can find lots of substitutes. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to roll. I'm not worried about recording everything. A 5. So watch carefully how I put them out. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to keep my sticks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and when I get the next one, I'm going to start the next row of 5. It's in line with resembling our 10 frame cards that our kids often use, and often it's easier to count rows of 5 rather than a big row of many more. I'll just keep going. 2. So I've got 2 there. Once again, I've got 5 and 2 makes 7. It's another way of good practicing our numbers. A 4. Now I'm going to put all 4 down. I'll pick up 4 sticks. 1, 2, 3. Now, so I've got a row of 5 there. I'm going to start my next row. I can see that I've got 5 and 5 makes 10. So what I do, every time I get 10, I gather it up and I bundle it and I put it there. There's the start of my next 10. And I'll just keep rolling again. I always roll for the ones. A 4. So I put 4 sticks out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll roll again. A 6, I'll put all 6 sticks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll put them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. I'll start a new row. Oh, there's a bundle of 10. 5 and 5 makes 10. I'll quickly gather those up. Rubber band, flick it round, and there's the start of my next bundle. I've got 2 10s and a 1, 21. Now, if you like, I've pre-prepared a whole lot of bundles already. So what I could do is this. Every time I get 10, I could just put them aside and gather one of my pre-made bundles and put it there. A benefit of doing that is speed, and it's something you can introduce later on. But there's also a benefit in actually creating the bundles as you go, so that the children see that, yes, this is 10. I physically made it into a 10, rather than getting something pre-made. This is proof that I did make a 10. So that's just bundling, speed bundling. You could aim for a certain target. You could go for 3 minutes or 1 minute, see what number you can get to. Bundling. This is what you might like to call reverse bundling, if you like. In my previous clip, we showed how every time we got 10 ones, we created a 10 or a bundle. This way we're going to work backwards, and this helps prepare us for the subtraction algorithm. So I've got my bundles here. Each one's got 10, so I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You could start with whatever you like. I roll. It's a 2. I can't take away 2 ones, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to regroup. I'm going to take one of my bundles of 10, and now it's 10 ones. And just put it in my rows of 5 that I really get keen about. So it's easy to see that it's right. So I've still got the same amount of sticks, but instead of having 5 10s, I've got 4 10s and 10 ones. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. It's still 50. Can I take away 2 now? Yes, I'm always taking away from the ones. Take away 2. My number is now 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. Let's roll again. We are taking from the ones. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll take those away. My number is now 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. I'll just move those across there. I'm going to take away from the ones. A 1. 41. A 6. Oh, I can't take away 6. There's only 1 there. So I'll regroup one of my 10s into 1. So I'll pick up the 10, take my band off, and the 10 ones. Once again, I'll just set it. You don't have to set it out like this, but I just find it helps the kids count easily, more easily. They can go, oh, 5, 10, 11. My number is 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41. Can I take away 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I can. My number is now 35. One more go. A 2. I'll take away 2. 33. Let's see if we can do another trade. Take away 4. 1, 2, 3. Can't do it. Let's trade. Let's regroup. I'll speed this up for you. I know I've got a 10 and 3, so I've got 13 ones and 2 10s. 10, 20, 30, 33. Can I take away 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Leaves me with 10, 20, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. No numbers involved, no recording, and we can just keep going till we get down to as low as we can. Till we regroup our last bundle of 10. So that's preparing us for the written algorithm. Progressing on from there, I'm going to use a 10-sided dice to speed things up, and we're going to start just recording the numbers that we are making and seeing how they change. I'm always rolling for the ones, and it's got a 0. Great start. Let's roll again. And it's got a 9, so let me just put 9 down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll just keep to what I said before, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 and 4 makes 9, so we're learning the parts of 10 as we go, reinforcing that. At some stage kids will say, whatever I roll now, I will have to bundle because it's going to take me to more than 10, because every time I get 10 ones, I trade. 5, let's put all 5 out there. 1, let's go here, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10. Let's take them away, and to speed things up, 10 ones. I've got some pre-prepared bundles. I'll see what I do. I put the 10 there, and there's the start of my next bundle. What have I got? I've got a 10, I've got 1 10, and I've got 4 ones, 14. There's the start of our formal recording. Let's build on from that. We're going to put 6 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, straight away, 5 and 5 makes 10. Let's trade 10 ones for 1 10. We don't have 14 now. We've got 2 10s and 0 ones. We've got 20. Let's just try one more. Let's roll. And we've got, 9. Let's put 9 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once again, the kids will say, well, whatever happens, we're going to bundle, because one more will make 10. 7. Let's put them all down. 1. I've got 5 and 5 there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hope you can see all those. 5 and 5 is 10. Let's trade 10 ones for 1 10. There is the start of our next bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We now have 10, 20, 30, 35, 36. I'll change that. And we could keep going until we get to a target number. You don't have to always be first to something, so keep going until you get to 100 or past 100 or 75. You could set a target number. And likewise, we could do the same thing going in reverse. Let's take them away. And I'll use the singles. Let's go backwards this time. Take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 10, 20, 30, 31. Let's roll again. We're going to take away. Let's take away 1. We've now got 3 10s. I'll cross that off. And 0 ones. Let's roll again. 1. I can't take away 1, so let's regroup. Instead of having 3 10s, we've got 2 10s and 10 ones. Can we take 1 away? We can. Leaves us with 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what we're doing here is we can see that we've got the 2 10s. There's the 2 10s. Got the 9 ones. There's the 9 ones. We're matching up the resources with the numerals. We keep going till we can't go any further. So that's the starting of the formal recording. Okay, this is the exciting bit. I know you've all been staying up late to see this part. This is where we do not go borrow and pay back, which was what I was brought up on, and I'm sure many of you were too. I've just made up an example that'll work for us today. 43, take away 15. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. Take away 15. And we're starting into our formal representation with the algorithm. Once again, don't go into this if you haven't got that background stuff done first of all. So, we were saying this number, we're taking away that one. Let's ignore the 10s for the moment. If I've got 3 1s, can I take away 5? No. So, let's go and regroup. Let's trade. We're not borrowing and paying back. So I'm going to take one of my 10s and put it over here. Please forgive me if I don't put it in my groups of 5 like I did before. We've still got the same amount, 10, 20, 30, 40, 43. But now we can write this as, it's not 4 10s now, we've got 3 10s. We don't have just 3 ones, we've got 13 ones. So I can cross this out. I can write 13. Now, 13, take away 5. Yes, I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for speed's sake, I know that leaves me with 8. If I've got 3 10s, take away one of the 10s, I'm left with 2 10s, 28. If you like, 43 take away 15, if I can just speed this up again, 43 take away 15. You can go even faster if you like, but once again, don't rush things. We did our trade, we regrouped. We crossed that off and we only had 3 10s left. The 10 became 10 ones and I crossed that off and wrote 13. You might like to do this as well. Some people prefer this, others don't because the numbers look like they're different sizes. That can be seen as 13 take away 5 still gives us 8. 3 take away 1 gives us 2. Very crooked one, by the way. So that's just a way of introducing the algorithm for subtraction. Okay, so now that we've just had a bit of a play around with the basics of just using the sticks alone and no recording with numbers, to gradually writing the numbers, to gradually using the numbers and the manipulatives or the sticks or the resources together, now we eventually move on to the stage where it's just purely the algorithm. Hopefully we've developed that understanding of how the numbers can be rearranged, regrouped, we can trade. That understanding has taken however long it needs before we go to this. So I think too often we go straight to the algorithm, or we use the algorithm and the manipulatives together right from the word go. Maybe we just need to just hold back before we go holus bolus on the algorithm. So I'll just give an example here. For example, what if we had something like 62 and we're going to take away 15? Here we're going to rely on all the understandings that we've hopefully built up. If I'm going to start with the ones first, a common error we see the kids doing is this: 2 take away 5. Well, we can't do that, so they go the other way and say 5 take away 2. We need to make sure they understand that it's 2 take away 5, which we can't do. We'll go back to what we were looking at earlier. We can trade or regroup 62. We'll take one of the 10s away. So if we take one away, leaves us with 5 of them. We're going to put it over here. Now I could write 10, I could cross the 2 off and write 10 plus 2, or I could just do this. I'm sort of really progressing further down the track. I know it's a 10, so it looks like 12, even though the 1 looks a bit smaller, but for our purposes, that's what it's going to be today. 12 take 5 we can do, leaves us with 7. I've got 5 10s, take away 1 10, leaves me with 4 10s. Now, once again, that's just how we do it. There's other examples when we get things like 102 take away 66. I won't go into that today because it's extra steps, but one thing I've done with my kids is if you can do this step, you could do it the next one, the next one. It's the one skill or the one method repeated over and over again. So there's no reason why you can't do a 10-digit take away a 9-digit number if you understand that process of regrouping a number to the previous column. This will be for a later date, but I hope that's helped you out a little bit. Cheers.